Welcome students. So today we are going to learn something very interesting, and that is converting arithmetic expression into prefix and postfix. Now what exactly is prefix and postfix? First thing, that is what we are going to learn, and why we need to learn this, even that we are going to understand. So before we go ahead and start understanding about prefix and postfix, let us understand that why we need to understand this. Now please understand that our computer solves a arithmetic expression, and our computer basically understands only, it understands only binary language. So to make my point clear to you, okay, we need to understand. Let us go to Python first, and we need to understand how a string, that is a arithmetic expression, will be solved by the computer. So if I say a is equal to 2 and b is equal to 5, so a and b are two variables. So simply if I say a plus b, and that is what our computer, which is a digital machine, is designed for, taking two operands and one operator. Okay, so a and b are two operands, and plus operator is the operator. Two operands and one operator, and it can take a negation, means negative of a value, that it can perform. So if I say a plus b, it is going to display 7, and that's okay. So if I really want to write a program for solving this, like taking two operands and one operator, it is going to be a very simple algorithm. I can simply take, okay, start parsing the string, that is from the left hand side. I will take a, right, and then anything after that follows, maybe it's the variable. And as soon as I encounter plus sign, I'm going to understand, okay, now the variable is over, so I have to take the value of the variable and then the plus sign. And after that, whatever is going to follow is going to be the another variable. So over here I will say a, and then plus, and then b, and then I will take the values of a, I will take the values of a and b, and then do the addition of it. Our computer is designed to only take two operands and one operator. Please understand this. This is very, very simple, a plus b. But if there is something like a very complex expression, now I will take straight away take some constant values. Suppose, something like 2 plus 5 into 6, and then I say raised to 2. Now if the computer starts parsing the string, parsing means taking character by character, okay, so if the computer starts parsing this particular string, so what it is going to do, and it has to start from the left hand side, okay, so what is going to happen over here? So it is, this everything is a string basically, okay, and then the actual values and the data is taken, converted. So it is going to encounter the first operand. Now these are just constants out here, but just assume that these are like variables and the operands. So, so 2, it is what the computer is going to encounter, and then the plus sign. Okay, so the computer understands, okay, there is a 2 and then followed by plus sign. So 2 plus, and then it is going to encounter 5. So what the computer needs to do now, if you really go what I told before, that a plus b, so it will do 2 plus 5, and that is a wrong calculation, isn't it? Now in mathematics, in basic mathematics, everybody knows that the operators have certain priorities. Now over here there are three operators. One is the plus operator, second is the multiplication operator, and the third is the power operator, that is 6 raised to 2. Now the power operator will have higher priority as compared to the multiplication operator, and the multiplication operator will have higher priority than the plus operator. Now if I really want to do this and press enter, I'm going to get 182, and that is a perfect calculation that the computer is going to do, that the interpreter is going to perform for us, because that is a system software, right? And everything is been designed properly. The algorithms are designed in a way by which the computer will not make any mistake in parsing this string, in evaluating this particular expression. Okay, so now how it performed this calculation perfectly is what we are going to understand. And for that, I told you that our operating system makes use of the stack. I told you when we learned about stack that the OS makes use of the stack very often. And for solving such a complex expression, the computer uses a stack, the stack data structure. So what is a stack? A stack, that is leaf order, last in, first out. Already we have done about stacks, we have learned about stack, and today we are going to put that particular stack into implementation. First we are going to understand how the stack works, and then the algorithm and the program can be developed later. Now manually, if we speak, there are many things you can do manually. Now that is prefix and postfix. Now please understand these two names, that is prefix and postfix. These are called as the polish strings. Polish strings means first we are going to convert a string of expression in, we are going to do the polishing of it, so that the evaluation of the values, evaluation of the expression will be easy for us. So let us move to the next slide, and that is two steps for solving a expression. Now please understand that a computer or the interpreter, the system software, is going to perform these two operations for solving the expression. First step will be converting the strings into a polish strings, that is converting that into prefix or postfix. Fine. And then the second step is going to be evaluating values of the polish strings, and this is what is going to happen. These are the two steps that the computer performs internally for solving an expression. Today we are going to understand about the first step, that is first converting the string into the polish strings. So let us understand for that about prefix. What exactly is a prefix, which is one of the method for polishing the strings. Okay, and prefix is pretty easy. It says if there is a plus b, so a and b are operands, plus is the operator, and I'm going to prefix if it is going to be, I'm going to do the polishing of this particular string. I'm not going to take this as a plus b, I'm going to write this as plus ab. So if I say plus ab, which means a plus b, in our language it will be a plus b. Okay, this is an infix expression, by the way. Okay, this is normally the expression that we have is infix, which we normally use, but computer is going to convert this into prefix or postfix. So if this is a prefix, it is be written as plus ab, pre, that is first the operator and then the operand. Okay, so plus the operator, then the operands, that is ab. And if this is a postfix expression, then we are going to write a plus b as post, that is the operator will be after the operand. So ab and then the plus sign. Simple. Okay. So this is prefix, and this is the previous one was the prefix, and this is the postfix. Now let us go to the next slide. Let us understand this, how we are going to solve this using the same technique, that is how we are going to do the polishing of the strings manually. Let us do it. Now a minus b, and there is a bracket, into c divided by b, d into bracket, and plus e. So basically as per the rules we are going to solve the brackets. So a minus b I can write as ab, and this is just a minute, this is ab minus, if I'm not wrong, right? Okay, so ab minus, right? So I'm using the postfix expression. I'm going to convert this into postfix. Okay, we are converting this into postfix, and we are going to learn about postfix, and we means we are going to make use of postfix. We can use the prefix also, or we can use the postfix also. Most probably we are going to make use of postfix, and as per the syllabus also you have to convert an expression into postfix. Okay, so a minus b can be written as ab minus postfix, then the into, and then the next bracket, that is c divided by d, and I can write that as cd, and then the operator, that is the divide operator, right? And this is the middle, we have this multiplication operator, and then plus e as it is. Now this particular thing, AB minus, can be taken as A into the next thing can be taken as B. So A into B, that will be AB and then the multiplication operator, and you can see AB minus CD, then the divide operator and then the multiplication operator. Fine. A into B, the same thing I did over here, then the plus and E. Now plus E, now this I can take as A plus B, and I can write this as whole expression, that is this one, till the, that is the multiplication, then the E, and at the last we have this plus operator. So I hope this is very simple, isn't it? And we are not making use of any stack, but we have to make use of stack, because whatever we are doing this, we are doing this in a way we normally humans will do it. Okay, if we really want to convert this, but machine will have to do a lot of things internally. Machine is going to use stack internally. How the computer is going to do this is what we're going to understand. And even that stack process is going to be a manual process, and then comes the algorithm and the program. Okay, so let us move forward. Now what we are going to do, we are going to solve this same expression using stack. And when I say using stack, means we are actually understanding how machine is going to convert this particular expression, or how the computer is going to polish these expressions. And it is very important. Now you might be thinking, why we are actually converting this into this, what does this mean? It means a lot to the computers, understand. Okay, using this technique only, the computer will understand that which operator has to be given the priority. Fine. Which operator has to be given the priority, what is to be solved first and what is to be solved later, which part of the expression has to be solved first, which part of the expression has to be solved later. And for that, achieving that goal is what we are actually doing this, we are polishing the strings. Okay, so let us move forward. Now how computer is going to do that, we did that manually, the same thing how the computer is going to do that. Now let us begin. First we are going to have a table, and the table is going to have 4 columns, and then there are steps we are going to have. Okay, so in your exam, if you have this, convert this particular string into postfix, and most probably we are going to get postfix, well, that's the part of the syllabus. So you'll get a question like this, and so what you need to do, you are going to make a table first thing, and then after having that table, you're going to feed the data in this particular table. How? That I'm going to tell you. Okay, the first thing is, let me just make this as center. Okay, now the first thing what we are going to do is, over here, okay, we are going to take character by character, we are going to take the input. Okay, so the first character is the opening bracket, that's the first character. Okay, this is one more thing I need to set up, that is I'm going to take the bold and let us have 20 so that this is visible to you. So I'm going to take that is the character, that is the opening bracket. Now opening and closing bracket, please, you know, keep this in your mind and make it very clear that the opening and closing brackets, we are not going to write that into the output string, because the output string will not have brackets. The polished strings never has brackets, please understand this. So opening is just like, okay, we have opening and closing, it is going to have a lot of meaning. If your expression does have brackets, then it has a lot of meaning, right? So we are not going to write this into the output, uh, you know, in our output expression. Our output expression will only have operands and operator. Fine. So what we are going to do this, in fact, if there is a bracket, we are going to perform the push operation. Fine. We are going to perform the push operation. When we are going to perform the push operation, if there is an opening bracket, only for the opening bracket, and for the operators, for the opening bracket and for the operators. Okay, so uh, what we're going to do is push. So the stack is going to have what character? That is the opening bracket. Fine, we are going to push that into the stack, and once we push that into the stack, what is the stack is going to have? The stack is going to have at the bottom, just if I really make this bit small, and let me have one more table, that is insert, and I can have it maybe this like this, and let me just fix a few things, and this I don't require, so okay, so I'm just going to delete that column. I only require this. Okay, let me put this over here, and so what I mean to say is we have, okay, maybe we require, okay, let us have this as our stack, and this is the stack status. Now this you do not need to do in the exam. Okay, in the exam you're just going to have to just come up with this table, but this is just for your understanding, for your explanation point of view. I'm taking as a separate stack also, just to show you how the stack is going to look like. And let me just make this as center. Okay, so the first thing that went into the stack was the opening bracket, like this, and last thing, and then we will start making this as a bolt. So which means the top of the stack is the opening bracket. Now let us move, that is the next character is a. Now if it is a, okay, if the input symbol is a, what we're going to do, we're going to do nothing. Nothing goes in the stack, straight away write to the output stream. If it is an operand, we have to write that into the output as our output string, that is a poly string. Okay, if it is an operand. Now the next character is the minus. Now if it is minus, what we are going to do, we are going to perform the push operation. Now this is minus push operation, so obviously the stack, now at the top of the stack what we have is the minus operator. This looks very small, but that's okay, I hope you are understanding this. So minus will go on the top of the stack. Okay, so what is there at the top of the stack? Minus operator. Okay, then what comes is b. Now this is an operand, so now over here also I need to write this and then the minus sign. The same thing I'm showing it over here, see, opening bracket and minus. So if I say where is the stack pointer pointing at, and if you know that the stack pointer always points to the top of the stack, so what is the symbol at the top of the stack? That is the minus sign, right? So the stack pointer is pointing to the top of the stack, that is at the minus. Fine. Then comes the next operator. It is not the operator, it is the operand, that is b. And for b we will not perform any operation, we will straight away write to the output symbol. Now previously we had a, so okay, this you can continue writing, this was a, so a was a as it is. For b, then a and b. Okay, so operand we are going to write straight away into the output expression. Now that's done, a and b. Now next symbol that we have is the closing bracket. Now the moment you get closing bracket, what you're going to do is you're going to perform the pop operation. Okay, you're going to perform the pop operation till the time you get the opening bracket. So now if you really pop this, that is the minus sign till the opening bracket, okay, till the opening bracket, and you want to write everything into the output string. I'm going to pop it from here, means I'm going to remove it from here, and I'm going to write that a b minus, and I'm going to write that the thing that I'm going to pop from the stack, I'm going to write that into my output expression. And over here it will be now what? After popping, this will be an empty stack, right? So if I pop everything, you have to pop till the opening bracket, and opening, as I said, brackets we're not going to write into the expression. So I'm going to pop till the opening bracket, and since I have popped till the opening bracket, there is nothing in the stack, and you can see there is empty. So other than the opening bracket, everything goes to the output expression, that is a b minus. Okay, now comes the next symbol after the closing. There comes, that is the multiplication operator, the product, that is the asterisk sign, that is the star character. So it's, since this is an operator, what I'm going to do, I'm going to push that particular element into the stack. So I'm going to have a star over here. So let us have a star. Fine. And the output string is going to be as it is, a b minus. Then what I'm going to do is, again there is a opening bracket. Now there is an opening bracket, I'm going to push that into the stack. Now please understand the stack, just keep an eye on the stack. The stack has a multiplication operator and the opening bracket, and the stack is pointing to the opening bracket. Okay, and the output, I'm not going to have anything, the same. Then comes C, right? And what operation we are going to perform? Okay, I forgot to write here push, right? And for C, I'm not going to do anything, that is star opening bracket, and straight away I will write this into my output expression, that is the polish string. Then comes the plus operator. No, sorry, it's not plus. What is the operator? That is the division. So it's the operator. What I'm going to do, I'm going to perform the push operation, and then star opening bracket, and then the division operator. So over here there is a division operator. So you can see the top of the stack is the division operator, right? And the output is going to be a b minus c, as it is. Now what we're going to have is, okay, something, just a minute, I'm going to need more space. Okay, just a bit more space that we require. So I'm going to adjust this. Let us take it at the top. Okay, so then what comes is D. Now D, I'm not going to perform anything. This will be as it is, and and the output will be AB minus CD. Since it is an operand, I have to add that to the output expression, to the polish string. Then comes the closing bracket, and as I said, the moment you encounter the closing bracket, you're going to perform the pop operation till the time we have the opening bracket. So if I perform, I'm going to have first, that is what, that is a division sign, and that I am going to write AB minus CD, and then the division operator, and then I'll pop this till this brackets I'm not going to write. And now what is left is only the division operator. Let it be as it is. So what operation did I perform? I performed the pop operation, and after performing the pop operation, what I have is only the multiplication operator. Fine. Next, what we have after the closing bracket is the plus operator. Okay, plus operator. Now please understand that if the expression, if the operator that is going to go into the stack is of lower priority, and if it is going to go on the top of another operator, that is, if I put plus sign into this particular operator, So below that we have, that is the multiplication operator, and this is okay. So what we need to do, children, that this is actually not allowed. Okay, so if the operator that goes in this particular stack, and below that we have an operator which is of higher priority, so first thing that we need to do is pop the higher priority operator, and that we are going to write in the output expression, that is AB minus CD, and then the multiplication operator. So I'm going to pop and then push the okay, and then push the plus operator. So what is going to happen over here, that I'm going to pop first, so this will be removed and we're going to write that, so this is going to be empty. So that multiplication operator will be removed from the stack and goes to the output expression, and then I'm going to push the plus operator. So please understand, if you have to perform, if there is a situation where there is an operator and the next operator that is going to go into the stack is of lower priority, the operator which is going to go into the stack is of lower priority, then in that case first you have to pop the operator which is there in the stack, okay, and put it that into the output expression, and then you can push this particular operator of lower priority into the stack. So this is the condition that you have to remember, and this is why these particular stack operations are so important. Okay, now the next expression that we have is what? E. So E, I'm not going to do anything, there is a plus operator, and I'm going to write that as AB minus CD divide and then the multiplication, and then there's the last step that we have. Now there is nothing left, okay, and there was a plus operator, by the way. Okay, so now there is nothing left, so what we're going to do, we're just going to empty everything from the stack and write it to the output expression. So I'm going to empty everything, so pop all, just write it over here, AB minus CD division, then the multiplication, and then the plus. Oh, I forgot to write E. That was E over here, isn't it? So this is E and plus. And this is how the computer is going to perform the operation. Okay, so the very important thing that you need to understand is, if it is a opening bracket, do not push that into the stack, do not do anything with the opening bracket. If it is an operand like a, b, right, variables, basically we are going to push that in, we are not going to push that into the stack, we are going to straight away write that into the output expression. If it is an operator, we are going to push that into the stack, if it is an operator. And while pushing the operator into the stack, we need to take care of, if there is already, the stack pointer is pointing to an operator which is of higher priority than the stack that we are going to push into the stack, then the higher priority operator will be popped out, returned to the output string, and then the lower priority operator will go into the stack. These are some of the important rules. Then if there is a closing bracket, then we are going to perform, if we encounter the closing bracket, we are going to perform the pop operation till the opening bracket, and opening bracket we do not have to write to the output expression, rest everything goes into the output expression. So these are certain rules that you have to follow. Again, I repeat the rules for you, children. That is, if you encounter the opening bracket, do not do any operation, no operation. Okay, we are going to, okay, in fact, you do not have to write that into the output expression. If it is an opening bracket, we are going to push that into the stack. If I have just did some mistake, okay, if it is an opening bracket, we are going to push that into the stack. If there is an operand, we are going to write that straight away to the output expression. If it is an operator, we are going to push that into the stack, considering that the operator, if there is operator, the stack pointer is already pointing to operator of higher priority, then we are going to pop that. If they're of same priority, for example, if this is plus and then the next operator is minus, that's okay. If it is multiplication, now normally for multiplication what we do is, and if there is a division, so if you divide first and then multiply, or you multiply first then you divide, it is not going to make any difference. But normally we perform the division operation, so we can, if there is a division operation, we can just pop out the multiplication, perform the multiplication, uh, and means we're going to pop that, and then we can push the division operation. Okay, now we're going to take some more examples, children. You're going to understand this in a much better way. So, but it is not going to make any difference. So plus and minus has the same priority, and multiplication and division are going to have the same priority. Power is going to have the more higher priority as compared to all other operations, isn't it? So this is how we need to convert a postfix expression, so infix expression into postfix. So this is a infix expression, and we're going to convert that into postfix. And this is the thing that we have learned over here is what computer is going to do. Otherwise, this manually we can easily convert this into the postfix expression as what I have shown before. Okay, so maybe certain things, okay, this is the first time that you're going through this, there might be certain confusion, that's okay. So tomorrow again we are going to take some more examples of this. Okay, so tomorrow also, children, please do not miss out the class. Please go through the video, and I'm going to take some more interesting examples where we're going to have some more complex expression. Okay, so that's it, children. We are going to meet tomorrow. Bye for now.